starters, and your stat comparison looks this way between these two squads. Remember, take into account the Sooners have played 4 less matches than the Red Raiders. Oklahoma's actually a better blocking team than Tech.
Like I said, Oklahoma is one of the biggest blocks in the nation, much less the Big 12. It's something that Texas Tech is definitely prepared for tonight.
So the Sooners get things started here in the white, the Red Raiders in the camo. It is Military Appreciation Night here at United Supermarkets Arena, and what a start for the freshman high flyer, Reagan Cooper.
Reagan's ready in the pin side, Texas Tech side, big swing. She found the split perfectly in Oklahoma, and that's something that they've definitely been working on.
Sophomore Reagan Cooper. She made that soar through the air. Red Raiders up early on in this one. Thank you to all our military men and women across the country. Those camo uniforms, a salute to you. Little back set and boom, big finish there by Gaywee Diouf, who's 5th in the Big 12 in kills. And you see one of the reasons right there. Diouf, a Big 12 Rookie of the Week twice, September 29th and October 20th. Blocked out, and the point goes to the Red Raiders.
Great hit by Sanders. She's definitely ready for Oklahoma's block tonight, and they've really prepared for her as an outside. I think we'll continue to see her tooling tonight.
Here's Emerson Solano from up the road in Amarillo. Good to see Kirby back out there for the Red Raiders. Dugan going to get the kill as that spiraled out of here off of the dig attempt.
Tony Grasso mentioned that Caitlin Dugan, as we know, she's a great outside, but she loves that right side pin side.
Solano, 10 service aces, 10 errors, and that dump down is good for the Red Raiders. Let's take a look at the keys to tonight's matchup.
What's important tonight for Oklahoma, Coach mentioned a sense of urgency. They need to move on from play to play. Their aggressive blocks, as we mentioned, they have one of the biggest blocks in the conference. And for Texas Tech, they have to avoid Oklahoma's libero. We mentioned earlier, she is one of the best in the nation, and she has been the defensive player for the Big 12 2 years in a row.
Yeah, that's Keaton Kinley, who just rotated out. Big 12 libero of the year, 2 years running, first team all Big 12 last year. We'll see a lot of number 9 in crimson for Oklahoma as that kill attempt went right into the tape, and the Sooners scrape back another point.
Looks like Allison Bloss is a little early right here. The ball was not set high enough. Maybe a tip right over the block would have been her best option.
This is Tyler Alcorn way deep. Easy to let that one fly by. Just too much oomph, not enough top spin for the freshman from Lafayette, Louisiana. Dugan on serve. Free ball for the Red Raiders. Handled by Oklahoma. They were wanting a touch, and I thought there may have been a touch, but it's not called that way. Our elevated official is Tracy Belton. Down low is April Fricky. And there's Lindsey Gray Walton in her 3rd year as the Oklahoma head coach, 38-26, made assistant coach stops at Kentucky and College of Charleston before heading to Norman. And that was touched twice, so the point goes to the Red Raiders.
Something Coach
Tony Greystone. Tony Greystone, a lot of success here and abroad. Coached Texas A&M Corpus Christi, 5th year here, strolling hands in the pockets. Hoping his girls are sharper than last time when they were swept by the K-State Wildcats. Nice effort by Oklahoma. We got a Red Raider in the net there, Shelby?
Looks like that was the call. What a great rally, and that's something that Coach Gray Walton mentioned, that she expects that with Texas Tech. They're so scrappy. But we even saw Diouf, our tall outside, getting scrappy on the floor for Oklahoma.
That's a look at Sinead Dotson.
Looks like it was a little off pass. Texas Tech's hands. Guess they called it, they were in the net.
And that one wasn't close. Service errors biting Oklahoma. They do so well with the block. Last time they were here, they had 16 blocks to Texas Tech's 9. OU hit 165, the Red Raiders 146, and the Sooners got out of Lubbock in 4 sets. Cooper. Yes.
Great kill by Texas Tech's Cooper. She's definitely getting really comfortable as a sophomore on the outside. Great pass by Emerson Solano. Set to the outside. She was able to get high above the ball and hit right to the middle back.
Diouf, great effort. Just a little out too far from her, and that's a service error on Samantha Sanders.
And that again is something Texas Tech has really been working on, as we saw against Kansas State, so many service errors.
She's got 21 of them this year. So we get another look at Sinead Dotson from Houston. Big jump serve. Cooper, a back row attack. Set up perfectly, but blocked by the Red Raiders.
What a strong block by the Red Raiders. They were able to stay focused right here. Watch the block for Texas Tech. They waited, both hands up high, straight down to the middle.
That's Bloss with her 240th career block. Formerly Allison White. Now Allison Bloss after the nuptials as that went off the pin. The Red Raiders, a nice cushion here in set 1.
This is where they definitely have taken advantage of that lead the Red Raiders have right now.
Oh yeah, easy there. That's nicely done. The touch from Sarah Maris, her 34th kill of the year.
Coach Greywalden said Sarah Maris originally started as an outside, then moved to the middle. Now she's a right side, and Coach Greywalden said change doesn't phase her, and she just wants to play.
She's out of Tulsa, Maris. A little unlucky there for Kinley as it spun off the tape and sat down on the OU side.
Players like Kinley for the Sooners, mistakes like that are really what fire her up. I think we're going to see a really competitive side out of her tonight.
It's the 40th set played for Alex Kirby this year. Leads the team. She's the setter. 375 helpers as we get a touch there at the net. Point Oklahoma.
That's one of the hardest touches in volleyball by Sarah Maris, we just saw. She didn't even swing down. She subs out right now. She went and used Texas Tech's hand and hit high to where it was impossible for any back row player to get that ball after the touch.
We saw a little bit of Carrington Jones in the frame. The reason we bring that up and single her out, she's only playing in her 5th set this year, but a career 40 matches played as Cooper is denied. Great diving dig by Kinley. No touch, point Sooners, as Dugan could not get that down. Back to Carrington Jones, 267 kills. They're just thrilled to have her back because she's been fighting illness. There's so many players that have been put through that. 2020 problems, we call it, COVID-19 related. And just regular sicknesses, too. Don't forget about that. Kelsey Carrington is not here tonight for Oklahoma, one of their better players. That went right off the pin there. Point Red Raiders.
Yeah, Diouf for Oklahoma is taking a little bit to warm up. Mind you, she has the most kills for her team. She's a freshman from France. It might take a little bit for her to warm up, but this is not the usual player we see from her.
Diouf is 4th in the Big 12 in points, coming in with 111 kills. This is Mackenzie Morgan. 26th set played for her this year. Great diving effort by Solano. Dugan was off balance. Sooners up to the task. Yep. Touch twice.
Clear double from the Sooner setter, but as we saw earlier, both of those teams had a couple of blocks in there. They're doing great on coverage. Neither team got the point from their block.
Morgan is from Belleville, Texas, a freshman, 6'3" outside hitter getting time. More and more, as a matter of fact, as the season goes along. It's a shortened season because of COVID-19, and that's a kill by Diouf.
Her swings, as we mentioned, Diouf's taking a little while to warm up. That's why she went with that hard tip, and it clearly worked out for her. Now that she's back row, I'm not going to be surprised if the Sooner setter start to find her in the back row for some down balls or back row attacks.
Hits 158 on the year, does Dewi Diouf. Sooners couldn't scramble to get that one, and we've hit the 15-point in set one. Texas Tech 15, Oklahoma 9, live from Lubbock. This is Big 12 volleyball on ESPN+. There you see the Sooners. They had to sit out 2 weeks because of COVID-19 related issues. 2-2 at home, looking for their first win away from Norman Animants. And Kelsey Carrington, second in the Big 12 in blocks. She is not here tonight. That's a big hole for Oklahoma. Sooners at 2-6. Have not played since October 23rd. So they've got to feel just great to get back out there on the floor. Red Raiders 3-9. But listen, the last 3 have been against number 2, Baylor, number 1, Texas, number 11, K-State. They haven't won since their first match of the year at the USA. They've got 2 wins away from home, but looking to break that streak of losses at home right here tonight, as that one goes off the dig of the Red Raiders, and a point for Oklahoma out of the timeout. Jeff Haxton and Shelby Coppage with you tonight as these 2 teams look for bright spots in 2020. Alcorn on the serve. Dugan in system, got the kill.
Great kill by Caitlin Dugan. That's the way you want to come out after a long timeout, which Tony Grasso mentioned Texas Tech has been struggling with. Watch her weight on the right side, opposite side of your screen. She found the split in Oklahoma, which does not happen often. Accurate
by Kirby on the back set. Dugan wide with that serve attempt. Early hitting numbers, Red Raiders hitting 278, Oklahoma 111. Tech with 7 kills, Sooners with 6, and running on for OU is Sam Anthony. Anthony, a defensive specialist from Longmont, Colorado. That's in, yeah, Sanders tucked it in there in the corner.
Coach Gray Walton mentioned that Samantha Sanders for Texas Tech really loves her line shot. Watch right here, she waits and finds that line shot and knew that Sooners libero was out and took advantage of that.
Samantha Sanders, the Waco kid with years spent in College Station, now a Red Raider. That was Kiari Geyer on the dig. And it works for the Red Raiders as that is too far out of here from Diouf.
Red Raiders are definitely picking on Diouf in the back row, which makes sense. But the reason that the Sooners keep her in, besides she usually is very good at defense, she's a great back row hitter.
Timeout taken by Oklahoma with the Red Raiders streaking, leading by 7 points here early. Texas Tech's hit percentage, we'll take that and say thank you very much. Back to serve is Sine Dotson. 57 kills on the season. And again, you got to take into account just 8 matches. This is the 9th for OU. So their postponements this season. That was a great job by Kirby. The ball was hanging over the tape and she brought it back in for her girls to go get it.
Yeah, that was a perfect in-system play for Texas Tech. A great pass to Alex Kirby, able to set up Allison Bloss for a middle. A perfect play, and Allison Bloss did a great job hitting through that block.
Bloss's hit percentage has been through the roof, but they can't hit it in play right now. They just keep hitting it out. Talked about the hit percentage. It's at .352 this year. 5th in the Big 12 is Bloss, but now 5 service errors for the home team. And OU gives it right back.
Sooners are having a slow start tonight. Their libero has missed a couple of serves. Their star outside has missed a couple of hits. once they figure it out, they're going to be coming right back for Texas Tech.
Kirby is 4th in the Big 12 in assists. Tech did a good job to get a piece of that kill attempt. Jousting around the net as Cooper lets go. No stopping that one, got a touch, and Gawi Diouf says, here it comes.
That's a Diouf we've been watching on film, getting ready for this game. Diouf has so athletic, such a high reach, and she likes that corner she just hit. And I think Texas Tech is going to try and make an adjustment for her.
Red Raiders by 6 in set 1. It's Grace Talpash. These teams play tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Sooners get that one skewing off the defender with Tyler Alcorn.
Alcorn had a great aggressiveness right there. She saw her setter, took the first ball, wasn't going to wait for a libero to set up. She went and got the kill for herself.
Alcorn is coming off of career high in blocks against K-State. 8. Back set. There's Diouf on the stuff. And the Sooners bring the wall. And excited about it is Sarah Sanders.
Sooners had a great wall against Texas Tech. On the right side, the ball's tight. The Sooners pressed right there and it went straight down. That's where you're going to cover and really tight if you're Texas Tech against the net.
Sanders with block 30, and OU is starting to come back here in set 1. This will be a free ball for the Red Raiders. Yeah, Cooper a little off balance, and it's stuffed by Diouf.
Diouf, we see her getting excited after that point. That's what these...
Sorted out because Oklahoma's in the middle of a 4-0 scoring run. There's Grace Talpash. She's the setter. Everything runs through her. Dugan. Went soft with that attack. And that's a mistake for the 3rd time. Contacted twice there on that opportunity for Oklahoma. That's bit them like the service errors have taken a chunk out of the Red Raider effort. Mackenzie Morgan. Right back at you, the Red Raiders, with Carrington Jones and Sanders in the house.
Red Raiders are not the only ones who can get the block. Straight up hand, Sanders pressed that ball, was not moving her hands around, and that's why it went straight back into OU side.
Sanders blocks. How rare. That's her 13th on the year. Diouf sends a missile towards Solano, and she can't handle it.
Diouf definitely gave a glance over to Texas Tech's court after getting stuff. She did not like that, and that's what players like her do. They come back with the kill.
You see all the players from Texas wearing tape. It's usually around the joints. They go through some athletic tape with that tape job. All the fingers taped up. Sanders got it in on the line.
Samantha Sanders loves her line shot, and OU's libero is playing a left-back defense. Sam had a high reach and went straight down. Diouf was nowhere near the ball. That's a great spot, and I'm pretty sure OU's going to come back with some strong hands.
Timeout taken by Oklahoma as they don't want to let it slip away. The Red Raiders are just 2 points away from taking the first set. I talked about it earlier, but it has been a long time since the Red Raiders have enjoyed a victory on the home court. It began on September 24th, 3-0 against West Virginia. And the Mountaineers came back and said, we're going to take that long flight home with a dub. And they knocked off the Red Raiders 3-1. Since then, 2 losses to Baylor here, 2 losses to K-State here in this compressed season. Oklahoma's got West Virginia, and that's it. At least they have that in Norman. And again, the series that they missed were at K-State, I beg your pardon, at Iowa State, and then home with TCU. Those would have been some winnable matchups, and they're off the schedule. Red Raiders at KU to wrap things up, and Texas Tech will have a shot at the Jayhawks November 19th and November 20th. Good job by Tech out of that last timeout. to change momentum? Because the Sooners had certainly grabbed it.
Texas Tech does not take their runs for granted. They're not a team that's going to come back and start making errors. They're doing a great job tonight at covering really tight at the net. Now, with that being said, the Sooners come right back. They want their blocks. They want their kills. These young freshmen, example, Diouf is a competitor. She's not going to let Texas Tech block her without coming back with an answer.
Sooners need a side out for Emerson Solano's serve. She lines it up, has one error, make it two, right into the net.
Exactly what we just talked about with Texas Tech. When you're up with that lead, errors like that are what cannot happen. And Coach Gray Walton for the Sooners brags about her team that they do not get two down. They're able to let the last point go, and that's bad news for Texas Tech.
Hardy on the serve. It's going to be a kill for Dugan, and the Red Raiders are 1 point away.
Caitlin Dugan, give her credit. She had a great hard swing, but she definitely got a little lucky with Oklahoma setter going for the dig when it looked like it would have been a pretty out ball. It's always great when the setters get a dig, though, Jeff.
Keaton Kinley has rotated back in to try and handle this Caitlin Dugan serve. Serve it away from her. Sarah Sanders had to wait. That dump down will be a set winner for the Red Raiders. They take set one, 25-19. Set number two is coming up live from Lubbock. All smiles on the Texas Tech side. Oklahoma and Texas Tech dueling on a Thursday night here in Lubbock. A gorgeous night outside. And of course, as corny announcers say, be there gathered in the camo, saluting our armed forces, our fighting men and women. And again, we'll say it all night. We appreciate and love you for the work and the things that you do for this country. Thank you so much. Jeff Haxton with Shelby Coppage.
I love that, Jeff. Best people in our nation.
Yes, I agree. And they need to get you one of those right there. They need to get you sent home with a camo Texas Tech top. I'm
all about the digital camo. It's in nowadays.
I don't think the Sooners brought any extra ones for you, so you might be out of luck there. Never know, though. Go over there and ask somebody. Oklahoma coming downhill. Down 1-0. It's a free one for the Sooners, and they take advantage with that right-hand thunderous swing from Sarah Sanders.
Sarah Sanders is a go-to player. She's an all-conference honoree, first-team All-Big 12 last year, ABCA All-Region Honorable Mention. If they can get some good passes, Sanders is going to be a really important key to the game tonight for Oklahoma.
268 kills a year ago for Sarah Sanders. That's her first tonight, giving her 60 kills this year. Red Raiders right back with a smiling Carrington Jones running off.
This sneaky play right here is what Alex Kirby's so good at. She found the hole in Sooner side, and that aggressiveness is what was missed for Texas Tech when she was out.
Keeping Oklahoma honest, the setter Kirby. Heard kind of a sheepish whistle there, and it was the Red Raiders contacted twice there. Double hit. Alcorn. Bloss, good reaction, but no way to fight off Abby Butler.
Allison Bloss was ready for that ball. If she would have just taken that ball off the net, look how tight it was for the Sooners. An easy overpass straight down from Oklahoma.
Butler's got that height and reach, just slammed it right back at Tech. Cross-court kill attempt is not there. It is wide for Sarah Sanders. Excuse me, Samantha Sanders. Here's a look.
Tech Samantha Sanders wants to get the cross shot, swings hard. And she knows Oklahoma Sooners are ready for a line shot. She was trying to change it up a little bit.
Laura Cortazar right on the call, and the Sooners are out running 5-1 in set two.
You see Emerson Solano grab her team together, try and calm them down. This is what they have to do for Texas Tech. A serve and pass game. We need a great pass from that serve.
Raiders are out of rhythm. Again, set 2. Trying to turn the tide. Not this time. Big wall with Butler and Sarah Sanders.
Sarah Sanders was ready with this wall, her hands straight up. Notice how her hands were aimed down towards the court. That's how you avoid being tooled, avoid the Cobra shot, and that's Oklahoma's identity right there in their block.
Timeout Texas Tech. We'll see if they can regroup when we come back to the USA after this. Sooners out with a 6-1 surge in set 2 here at United Supermarkets Arena. Tyler Alcorn will be back to serve. Right side of your screen, here it comes. Sooners in white, Red Raiders in the camo here tonight. Dugan got a good swing, got a good result. That's what Tech needed out of the timeout.
Great aggressive swing by Dugan. She waited. Watch her go off Oklahoma's hands right there. She was able to go off the fact that Oklahoma was not pressing down towards the court.
Yeah, didn't quite get there in time. Sinead Dotson. She comes right back at Tech. Sliding effort there, but not to be for Oklahoma. Kinley said, I guess I've got to take this, and by that time it was down for a Tech point. Dugan with that .267 hit percentage. And another service error for the Red Raiders, the numbers piling up at 7.
That's where teams like Oklahoma come in, as we're seeing already with the lead. They take advantage of minor errors from the Red Raiders. They add up really fast.
Get a look at Sam Anthony. Freshman defensive specialist. Tooled off the block for a Red Raider point.
Texas Tech still staying really aggressive with their hitting. Watch Sanders wait right here. She still was able to find the Sooners' hands and go off the tool on the very edge of Oklahoma's hand.
Kinley says, I've got it. She does. Got the touch. Seeing that, Samantha Sanders made a stretch, but it's through for an Oklahoma point. They've got the Red Raiders doubled up.
Sarah Mraz at a high reach right there, and she gave Texas Tech some of the own medicine, went right off the blocker's hand, made it really difficult for the back row to come back with the pass.
Sinead Dotson. Right into the net. 5 service errors on Oklahoma. 12 combined, and we're only in set 2. Cross court and a beauty for Diouf.
That's the Diouf we're used to watching. You just mentioned, watch this replay. She swings so high, she's so athletic. That snap she has, she's able to get that cross court shot easily.
Diouf 5th in the league in kills. 7th in service aces. The Red Raiders answer, needing that one.
You mentioned earlier how many service errors Texas Tech has. Both teams are just giving each other the game right now. It's really who can step up and start getting these balls over and in.
Alex Kirby playing in her 48th career match. Texas Tech got the touch, got the point. Oklahoma 10-6.
Sarah Mraz does a great job going off Texas Tech's hands. See how it barely touches the Red Raiders' fingers and goes right past them, not able to get that block down.
It's Olivia Curtis. She's 4th in the league. Shelby in service aces. The Red Raiders there to defend and return fire.
Samantha Sanders loves her back row. Big approach. Was able to find the split between Oklahoma's left back and middle back, but often we don't see that play being missed by Oklahoma's libero.
Yet to see Brooke Canis on the Texas Tech side. Dodson twins not available tonight. The Red Raiders lead 1-0 and get another kill from Samantha Sanders.
Texas Tech's outside Samantha Sanders hit that line shot right again, and we're going to see some adjustments being made by Oklahoma. But keep swinging as long as it's working for her.
Tech was picked to finish 7th in the preseason poll. Oklahoma 4th. And they get another one now on a run for the Red Raiders, 3-0. Sooners in a 9-match win streak over Texas Tech. During that time, Tech has only won 8 sets, and that includes tonight. Great hustle, but just too far out for Kirby to go get.
Dodson had a perfect play for her Sooner team over here. She had the pass, great pass to setter, was able to get stopped, ready for her approach, a high swing from the back row, and nailed Texas Tech's middle's hand for the tool.
It's Carrington Jones. Just couldn't quite get enough of the ball. Dodson with a punch. Great recovery by the Red Raiders. And look at that, that's crafty from Kinley. The Big 12 Libero of the Year says, I'll take it.
Great down ball kill by Kinley. Something interesting, Jeff, is liberos are not able to jump over the net, so they have to stay on the ground when they hit from the back row.
Last year, Kinley, 506 digs, double-digit digs in 25 of 27 matches. Came in with 123 in the dig column tonight. Overpass, and it is in for Carrington Jones. We're going to see a challenge card. In real time, it looked deep, but I'm not going to question anything until we see the tape. But Carrington Jones, love that.
Texas Tech definitely got lucky there, and you can see how excited they are, and they know that. Blocked right over. It looked like that ball was in, and you could see her face. She did not expect that at all. Love the excitement from the Red Raiders.
Okay, no challenge. Carrington Jones, sorry I doubted you. And just like that, the momentum is swinging back towards the Red Raiders' way. But Carrington looked like a kiddo on Christmas, didn't she?
This set was just a little awkward timing. Their setter was not able to get with their middle. It looked like she was getting ready to give her the 2, but middle was coming in for the 1 hit for the Sooners.
Looked like Santa brought her exactly what she wanted. Boom, straight down from Sinead Dodson.
Wow, when a player like Dodson gets on, it's hard to stop her. She just has the craziest vertical, the biggest reach. She can go over Texas Tech's block through their hands. If she's on, that's somebody Texas Tech really has to work and figure out a game plan against.
Approaching the middle of set 2, Sooners leading by 2. It was a great serve. Tech will recover, but a free ball and an overpass for Oklahoma. They spoiled that opportunity. Tech takes it with Allison Bloss.
You nailed it, Jeff. The Sooners had an opportunity to use that down ball. Tech was out of system. Oklahoma was not able to give it to their setter, and with that, Texas Tech was able to take the ball. Looks like assistant coach Morgan Thomas is getting with Allison Bloss for a game plan against the Sooners.
Bloss really battled this year as that's an ace for the Red Raiders.
And that's part of Red Raiders' game plan tonight. Avoid the libero. Do whatever you can. Do not serve the ball anywhere near Keaton Kinley.
Dugan, her 34th set played this year. Second on the team in kills. Little back set right into the net for Diouf. And the Red Raiders have come all the way back to take the lead.
Diouf thought this was her set. It was a little low for her. She had a high reach, but she was just a little too early.
And Bloss being in the vicinity helps the Red Raider D. Samantha Sanders. Sooners in system. And that's a swooping kill by Sinead Dodson.
great hit from Dodson with the pass from her libero. Dodson was able to find those hands of the Red Raiders. She's doing a really great job on that tonight. The Texas Tech Red Raiders have to make sure that their hands are pointed down every time Dodson hits. If they're facing straight up, that's when you get tooled, Jeff.
Red Raiders hitting very well. 340, 273 for the visitors from Norman, Oklahoma. Finally getting to play. The Red Raiders hit the back line there and lead 15-14 here in set 2.
It's another key to the game. When you can give your setter a 3-option pass, meaning to the outside, middle, or backside, they're able to set their middle up perfectly, and that's what Allison Bloss just received.
Geyer. Solano kept it up. Dumped down with ease by Bloss.
Emerson Solano definitely kept that play alive for Texas Tech. She covered so tight at the net. That's what you have to do.
I think we're breeding fighters. Those who will come out on the good side of 2020. Gonna be tough. Cooper tooled it off the block for the Red Raider point.
That set to Cooper was a little off. She had to come over her shoulder, but she did a great job at timing. She reached high, was able to go off OU's blocker's hands.
All right, Samantha Sanders has struggled here with 2 errors. That one was in. And that's a beauty right there. Jumping up with the swing, Diouf.
Diouf had a great hit from the back row, and that's what you need for her confidence. Oklahoma really needs her as a leader right now, even though she's a freshman.
Sine Dodson. Ready's with the jump serve. Little joust won by Oklahoma and Abby Butler.
Those jousts are always so fun to watch. You rarely see those in games. It does not happen so often when the ball's right over the net and each middle is just right on. It's anybody's battle.
Abby Butler standing at 6'5" from Flower Mound, the victor. It's tight in set 2, and that one sails on Dotson.
Texas Tech has been picking on Dotson. Right now we can expect Allison Bloss to serve anywhere except middle back where OU's libero is sitting.
Right in front of Pete McKinley. Kept alive by Kirby. Cooper. Geyer played it up. Cooper again. Finished by Oklahoma. Rally with the punctuation by the Sooners.
Yeah, great hit by Maris right here. Went for the line shot. That was the first ball hit on that rally where the opposite team did not touch it. Straight for the line shot. Didn't even come close to hitting the Red Raiders' hands right there.
Block numbers in favor of Oklahoma 4-2. They're coming off of 19 blocks against the Wildcats. Kansas State. That's a good one there. Hitting the trampoline and with a finish, Samantha Sanders.
Great hit by Texas Tech. We don't often see them pick on OU's. Right, Sanders went right to the libero where she should have been. If Kinley was at her base a little more to the left back, I think she would have had that ball right to her setter.
Tech leading by 5 in the kill category.
Wow.
With the thunder.
Wow. Jeff and I have the best seat in the house, just seeing how high Diouf gets, how athletic she is. When her set is on, it's her ball. It's going to be so hard to defend that hitter.
Reminds you of Yassiana Presley. Her super soaring skills from Baylor. Both those players entertaining to watch. And there she is again, this time with the block.
Diouf again with the wall for the block. And you mentioned Yassiana Presley, a senior for Baylor. The difference, I feel, between Yassiana Presley and Diouf is so strong. Not only does she have the height, Yassiana has the vertical, the reach, but Diouf can just slam the ball and rip it like no other.
Maybe mentioned earlier that we had yet to see Brooke Candace. She is now out there in 21 in camo. Nice answer by Caitlin Dugan.
Caitlin Dugan really went for that aggressive shot. She noticed that Oklahoma was not on the line. She reaches really high and goes straight for the line right here, past the Sooners' hands, not even close to hitting them.
Candace was out there for one play and rotated out. Here's Mackenzie Morgan.
And there Diev goes, up, up, and away. She's really getting turned on in this game, and it's going to be hard to shut her down now with the tied set. And even though she's back row serving right now, she's an incredible back row hitter. She's just as much a threat back row as she is front row, other than her block.
9 of the 23 kills for Oklahoma and 2 blocks to go with it. There's a service error, the 7th on Oklahoma. Red Raiders with 7 as well, just 1 ace for each side.
Big 12 has really been struggling with their serves this season from all teams that we've been commentating, Jeff.
Blocked down by Tech and 3 points away here in set 2. Dugan right there. Timeout Oklahoma.
Caitlin Dugan, Texas Tech said, "You're not the only one, Sooners, who can block." She's going to put up a big wall for her side as well.
Texas Tech gets one.
Threw it to the line, shot right in the corner.
Oklahoma needs this one. Good hesitation and finish by Sinead Dotson. Steadied
Finishes
herself
right.
under it.
Dotson waited perfectly for that set. She started her approach a little bit early. The set was pretty high, pretty out. But on her third step, she was able to wait for her timing, get the kill.
Hardy back to serve. She leads the team in service errors, 14, 2 service aces. She just gave it back to the Red Raiders, and it is set point. Dugan will see if she can finish it. Dugan from Gilbert, Arizona. Golden opportunity. Not yet. That's Sarah Sanders.
And that's why Sarah Sanders is an all-conference honoree, first team all Big 12. She stays aggressive, and she's a smart volleyball player. She'll see her set, and she'll wait, and she'll place it perfectly where the opposite Texas Tech Raiders aren't.
Sarah Sanders likes playing here, Shelby. She had 10 blocks here, and that was a career high last year when Oklahoma won 3 of 4 sets. They went to 5 in Norman. The Sooners won the 5th set, 15-11 last season. Terrific effort by Kinley. Oklahoma stays alive.
Perfect play on the Sooner side. That's a libero that we see, and she was able to get her outside. A great set. Dotson waited on it. Usually she goes for that kill, went for the roll shot, still got her team the point.
It's getting tighter here in set 2. Tech can win with a side out. Sooners going for the tie. Solano guides it back in, and that went off the pin. Ooh, our official, Tracy Belton, is a little confused. I think this is going to be Oklahoma's point.
It definitely hit the pin, but in anyone's ball. This is a great time for Tony Greystone on set point. Let's see this replay right here.
It's Kirby into the pin.
Kirby's hands.
Here
right.
it comes.
Yes, here it comes, Kirby. Watch Texas Tech's right side. Yep. Kirby definitely hit it into the net. Again, and into the pin. Still a great challenge for Tony Greystone. If there was any chance of getting this second set, this is when you use your challenge card. Really tight pass. Texas Tech is being called for the challenge. Watch the left side of your screen. She hits it. Yep. Well, I mean, Dotson was over the net. Point Oklahoma.
Yep, it is point OU. That's the way it looked live and on replay. Great job by Dotson to stay out of the net. So we're tied here in set 2. This should be no problem for Kinley. For the lead.
Sanders did a great job at her timing. She saw that Diouf had just been out of her spot, out of her base, took advantage, placed that ball perfectly, middle back for Sooner side.
Back to another set point for the Red Raiders. Samantha Sanders spinning the ball, eyeing her point of attack. Maris connects.
That was a perfect in-system play for University of Oklahoma. Sanders tried to serve, not the libero, but it was a great set, a great 2. It was an ISO block, only Allison blocks for Texas Tech. Oklahoma was able to get that kill.
You have 2 defenders back here, 2 defensive specialists in Solano and Geyer. That was Geyer that played it up. Oklahoma's a point away from taking set 2.
Sarah Maris, again, we talked about, she's played all positions in the front row for Texas Tech, but look at her on the right side. Perfect block. Not even her middle was against her. She was ready for Tech's outside.
Timeout, Texas Tech here. Tied for the second best finish all time. COVID-19 has not been friendly to Oklahoma. Again, TCU and Iowa State just not played, so there's some talent on this side here in white. Geyer had to spear it up. Oklahoma can take set 2 right here. And they do. Oklahoma gets set 2 with Gayweed Diouf. We are tied at a set apiece, and an exciting set 3 waits right around the corner. Here on Big 12 Now on ESPN+. Red Raiders take set 1, 25-19. Oklahoma digs in and wins set 2, 27-25. Welcome back to United Supermarkets Arena. Hey, yesterday was Veterans Day, and we are paying tribute to the armed forces with the camo jersey. Hey, why haven't we switched? That's COVID related. Tomorrow, Oklahoma will be on the bench to the left. Texas Tech will be on the bench to the right on your screen. And there's a touch, and it's in anyway as the Red Raiders jump out front here in set 3.
Yeah, Alex Kirby for Texas Tech did a great job getting that set, even though it was really, really tight on the net. Look how tight this pass is. She still got the set off, got it to Reagan Cooper. Great kill off the hands of the Sooners.
Oklahoma fought and scratched back, got that second set. The Red Raiders were into the net there.
That's the call, apparently. We would have had a good Sanders on Sanders matchup if the call wasn't made there.
It's going to be hard to break a sweat in here tonight. It is cool in the arena. Nice little breeze coming through here. Samantha Sanders tried the back row. Caught up in the tape, smacked down by Dodson.
Dodson, you could tell, stuttered a little bit. Should I take this first pass and give it to another player? Nope, she went for that second ball and got the kill. Great spot right there. Not at Emerson, not at middle back. She went right for that corner.
Gayweed Diouf from France. Serve was so good, she'll get her team a free ball. And that's touched twice.
Clearly a double on the Sooner side, and Coach Gray Walton talks about how she does change her setters in and out. Last game they played against Kansas State over 2 weeks ago, we saw multiple setters, and that's what's going on tonight, some matchup changes.
You have to try and picture what OU's record would look like with 2 against Iowa State, 2 with TCU. I would say that those are probably splits, but maybe the Sooners take 3 or 4. Their record would look completely different at 5 and 7. So they got to play Baylor and Texas during the stretch early in the year, and then COVID-19, unfortunately, like it's done all over the country, did its thing. Dotson.
Wow.
Heating up.
You can hear the snap when Dotson hits the ball, how loud it is. She just has such a high vertical, a high reach. Watch how high Dotson gets, left side of your screen. Boom! Made Emerson Solano go for the ground. Still got the kill.
Coach Greystone talked about how Oklahoma runs through 2 or 3 girls with all that attacking, and the perfect example is right here. Dotson 10 kills, DU 10 kills, 20 of the 32 kills from those 2 young ladies. Sarah Sanders has 6. So that's not anything that's new for OU. Tap by 1 in set 3. This is a huge set. DU wants a touch. All of Oklahoma's players do. But the initial call is no touch.
Yeah, DU looked very confident. Her whole team did, looking for that touch, but that's the aggressive player that we were expecting to see on the court tonight.
Yeah, I saw Olivia Curtis. She turned around and said, "That's crazy." She didn't say it at the referee. I didn't.
Never at the referee,
Yeah.
Jeff. Who would do that?
Oh, you?
Me?
You do that?
I would love to hear what Tony Greystone's telling his team. I bet he's saying behind his mask, all right, did y'all touch it? Did you not touch it? Let's see right here. Oklahoma side, back set to DU. Oh, way out, way out. They're looking for the touch, though. I didn't see anybody touch that ball on Texas Tech side.
Carrington Jones would be the guilty party, but from that angle didn't look like she touched it. But a lot of times our eyes aren't trained like April Fricke's, who's going through that over on the monitor right now.
Yeah, either way, Tony Greystone has been...
Point, Tech. And she's like, hey, I didn't. And the Sooners are upset, but she's like, I didn't see it.
DU's like, I tried, team.
I think they got it right. Mackenzie Morgan. 0 spin on that knuckler. Tech scrambling to get back in system. DU giving all she can, but that's a Red Raider point. Tech has a decent start here, a really good start in set 3. Morgan trying to replicate that last serve. Can't do it.
Points like that if we would have taken away serve-receive balls, it would have been a completely different game last game for both sides.
9 service errors for the Sooners, 8 for the Red Raiders. Oklahoma in the net before that one could get to its destination.
That happens sometimes with a great blocking team like Oklahoma. You'll sometimes see the players get a little too excited getting the net before they hit, and that just comes with the territory.
Couldn't dig it out of the net.
Great up by Emerson Solano on Texas Tech side, but you're right, it wasn't high enough. She could have gotten a little higher, would have been back over. Great tip by Oklahoma.
Sinead Dodson's had a great night with 11 kills, pacing the Sooners and hitting .370. She goes with the jump serve. Harris. Back row attack deep.
Definitely an awkward set for Dotson on Oklahoma's side. It came over her left shoulder. She's right-handed, have to wait a little bit. She had a great swing, just went out.
Caitlin Dugan has 10 kills for the Red Raiders. Slices that one wide.
Another service there for Texas Tech. That has to change early on if they want to win this next set right now against Oklahoma. Keep going back and forth.
18 combined service errors, not what you're looking for. And a big block by Oklahoma. Kaylee Diouf, another one. She rises. Diouf with 3 blocks so far. Geyer rescues the short serve, but it's punished down by Diouf.
That is one of those plays from Diouf where you just say, wow. I mean, I put my hand in my mouth. Look how high Diouf gets right here. This overpass from Texas Tech. Let's see this replay. Well, either way, Diouf was able to hit it. She hit it. They couldn't handle the replay, Jeff.
They couldn't handle it. You were working hard to try and get it done. As the Red Raiders answered, tooling it off the block. Yeah, just too much power there. A little power surge for Diouf on that replay, no doubt.
Again, when you're that athletic and that strong, those two things
I saw
combined.
you jump, though. I was worried about you over there.
A little scared.
Shelby, jump back. I think she thought she was going to get spiked on there. That's in for an ace. And Samantha Sanders says hallelujah.
That was a perfect spot for Sanders to put the ball right in between Diouf and Dodson. Makes it hard for both of these outsides to figure out who's going to get that ball.
See that tape? That's a wrap all the way around the thumb. And you wonder if that's had any effect on her serving. Obviously not on the last 2. And Samantha's got 12 kills tonight. That is going to be a Red Raider point. And Tex stretched it out to an 11-8 lead in set 3. Former Aggie, now Red Raiders, Samantha Sanders. Just couldn't get the fingertip touch on that one. But she did everything. She served it, she dug it, couldn't get the kill.
Sanders had a great dig, and she was saying, give me that ball back. She just had a little more power. Who knows what would happen at that point.
This is Olivia Curtis out of OKC. Red Raiders return to Cinder and lead by 3 again. Allison Bloss turn to serve. That's a rocket from Diouf. I mean, Geyer does all she can.
Beautiful set from Oklahoma's middle. Such beautiful hands. That's one of the best things you can have as a volleyball player. Watch that perfect set to Diouf. Big swing. Texas Tech's left back was waiting on her heels. She gotta be on her toes.
Got it at the height of her jump. Tech keeping it alive for now. Carrington Jones. Got it. That's got to feel great for Carrington, who's playing in just her 2nd match of the season.
Jones had a beautiful slide right there, and that's something Texas Tech has really been practicing. Watch that slide. Carrington Jones, perfect sync and system with her setter. That play is what gets Texas Tech kills.
Kirby. Short serve. And it works. Yeah, that's easily called. Olivia Curtis was hung up in the web of the net. Couldn't get out.
Kirby's only job behind the service line is to serve anywhere but OU's libero. Left back, right back, no middle back right now.
Dodson straight down.
Dodson, that's the perfect play. She had a 3-option pass to her setter, quickly ran out of the court, set for her approach, 3 big steps, big swing, right down.
Alcorn coming off a career-high 8 blocks against K-State. It just won't make it for Solano. Just ran out of steam.
Extremely close set right now. Set number 2 was nothing like this right now. Anybody's got to take off right now, do their best to go on a run. Not that way. Not that, Jeff. You can't give such competitive teams like each other free balls into the net from the service line.
We've reached that 15 kills. She's got 13. That's a game high for both sides.
Samantha Sanders outside on Texas Tech was able to go through OU's hands because of how strong and forceful she hit that ball. Wow. Again, DU, all you can say is, wow, when it's her set and it's on, her approach is right, it's so hard to defend that hitter, even as a back row, and now she's to the front. Such a strong player.
Good hustle by Kirby. Sooners right there. Dotson lets it fly too far.
Dotson did a good job for OU on waiting for that back row set. She just needed to snap her wrist a little more.
Caitlin Dugan, the outside hitter from Gilbert, Arizona. Quick set and a beauty. It's finished off by Bloss.
Allison Bloss is described by Coach Greystone as just a robot. She just is perfect with her spot, her set, her tip, knows where to place that ball.
Timeout, Oklahoma. Here's another look at the celebration.
The celebration, those are important too.
Yeah.
Allison Bloss, look how she placed this ball right over the ISO blocker against OU. Hit that against a hard block right now, but she's done a really good job at finding the line shot. With that, Oklahoma's been doing a good job as well as adjusting to her, getting on Samantha Sanders, seeing her shoulder, reading her hit, staying stopped in your block. Both teams are playing really clean volleyball other than those service errors. What we're seeing now is some good volleyball right here.
Yeah, the last time that Kirby was out there was against Texas. She did not play against K-State. She only had 19 assists. That was a season low, already 26 here in the middle of this one. Good reach to keep that one alive, and then an off-balance kill for Gateway Diouf.
Reach is right. Diouf was able to stop and get that tip after hitting the ball awkwardly over her shoulder, and that's just how she's so athletic. She's able to read the ball, stop her body, and place it where Texas Tech players are not.
Kinley right into the net.
We talked about it. Texas Tech has done a great job at taking OU's libero in a way out of the game. They're trying to avoid her in every possible way right now, and I'm sure it gets old not getting your digs, your touches, and so maybe that has something to do with her hitting the ball in the net just now.
Tech needs 5 points to take set 3. Sooners need 10. Make it 9, because that's automatic.
Diouf, please mind you, is a freshman. She is one of the most powerful outsides we have seen come in this gym this year. She's so strong. If Texas Tech blockers are not on her, it's about near impossible job for Emerson Solano to get that ball up.
Wouldn't want to be on the other end of it, that's for sure.
Absolutely not.
That's tucked inside the antenna and a kill for Cooper.
Cooper's following Coach Greystone's game plan. Keep that ball away from the libero. Great job going to the middle of the court. Middle back Dotson was a little pulled in. Got to stay back on that middle back position.
Cooper had 3 kills against K-State last time out. Tonight she has 6. Tooled off the block for a Sooner point, 21-17 in set 3.
Now Diouf is going to the back row. You can expect to see some sets, especially when they're out of system, back to her for the back row attack.
That was really tough to handle. Somehow the Red Raiders live to try and play defense again. 3-1 for Texas Tech. Here comes Cooper. Nice dig. Diouf, and a block by Dotson.
Dotson just getting fired up after that amazing block. She was definitely all over Texas Tech's right side. Unless the right side would have tipped or roll shotted, Dotson was ready for that kill.
That's 8 blocks for Oklahoma, 4 for the Red Raiders. Alcorn's got 5 blocks herself. Oh, the Sooner block is turning the tide here in set 3.
Back.
TU, 4th in the Big 12 in points, ready to get us back underway. Huge point for both sides. Samantha Sanders delivers.
Perfect way for Texas Tech to come back after being blocked from the back row just before that timeout. Samantha Sanders wanted the ball again, stayed aggressive, went off OU's middle front's hands.
Deep breath for Alex Kirby. Oh, that was just a reaction there, a desperate attempt, because the ball just came right back at DU.
DU had the right idea. She just, again, she's so strong. Just swinging a little bit goes a long way for her.
Timeout, Sooners. A couple of points, timeout. And
able to come in for that too. She has such a high approach. It was a little awkward. She didn't really able to snap the ball, but she still glided right over Texas Tech's hands.
It's Hardy's turn to serve from McKinney. McKinney Boyd High School. Cooper. That ball somehow missed the scoreboard. If it does hit that board, you play on. Yes, nicely done.
Dugan has really found her role with that line shot. She just got to keep going for that until OU makes an adjustment. And once they do, she's got to figure out another shot. But for right now, that's really working for Caitlin Dugan.
Set point, as you see, for the Red Raiders. Will be Mackenzie Morgan, the freshman. Again, her role increasing day by day. Bottom fell out of that. Dotson.
Whoa.
Tried to get the point off the block.
Dotson had the right idea. We've seen that.
I thought this was a Texas Tech point unless a Red Raider was in the net. I thought that was going to be set point there, but it's ruled at Oklahoma point, and we'll get a review. Challenge from Coach Greystone.
This is not the first time that Dotson has done what she just did. If she has the kill and that kill, or I'm sorry, if she has an attack and that attack is blocked, she's not afraid to go for that first ball back or that second ball back and try and come back and redeem herself. That's what an aggressive player does.
Yeah, this is all about the net, Shelby. So we were looking at the action right in front of us, but the violation would have happened further away. So more the top of your screen, I think, is where the net violation would have been. So in other words, I have no clue until we see it, and here it comes.
So she gets blocked.
Not over in set 3. The Sooners live to see another serve with Sam Anthony. Dugan got it, and there's your set winner. The Red Raiders fall to a 2-1 lead. Set 4 is coming to your TV next. Red Raiders up. We'll see if the Sooners can even it right after this. 3 sets in the books. Red Raiders winning sets 1 and 3. Oklahoma wins set 2. Take a look at the numbers. Kills very even. Red Raiders just one ahead there. Blocks, that's been OU's key to success when they've been able to get things going, when they've felt the flow
on the court. Just the biggest voice and energy, and she's going to be extremely missed next year.
Sooners will see if they can get that block established here in set 4. Red Raiders want to power through it. Underway in set 4 here in Lubbock. That's a great get by Solano. Bloss will get credited with a kill.
Allison Bloss is the silent killer. She doesn't get too high ever. The middle, great run right here. She went off their hands. She never tries to make a big show of it. She's a smart player. She finds the hands well.
I'll tell you, man, she's got 7 kills, hitting .500. That is steady. That's a rocket right there by Dotson, who's having a heck of a night. Dotson now with 14 kills.
Dotson on the right side right here. A big high swing. Was able to find that line shot and take her bet against Emerson Solano, and she got the kill.
Solano has 10 digs but couldn't touch that one. Samantha Sanders got it tucked in on the back line. 15 kills for Samantha.
Yeah, aggressive back row hit by Sanders right there. Swing to the left, took advantage of only one OU blocker at the net.
Bloss whips the serve towards the Sooners. Yari Geyer has played some great volleyball here, and that's an attacking error. Geyer coming in. The Hawaiian played just 10 sets. Career 22 matches. Abby Butler heads off for Oklahoma. Could you rock the headband, Shelby?
No. She looks great in it. OU's libero rocks it. Not sure I could. Diouf. Jeff and I have the best seat in the house. Watching Oklahoma's outside take her approach. She starts so far out. Watch how she just hit that corner shot perfectly.
Indefensible. Can't get to that. Cross court. Dagger. Carrington Jones wide. Sooners up early in set 4. Samantha Sanders dialing it in.
Samantha Sanders is giving her setter a 4th option. Look how high she gets from the back row. She goes right up to that 10-foot line. Found the perfect swing seam between OU's libero and middle back.
EU popped up by Cooper. Well done. Anthony. Cooper. Nice dig. And finished by Diouf and the Sooners.
That is one of those plays where you see the dig that Kinley got for OU and say, how did you get that up? We missed her dig, but watch how she took advantage for Diouf, and Diouf was able to go right to that line. That right there is a perfect play for the Sooners.
Diouf's approaching a double-double. She's got 18 kills, 7 digs, 3 blocks, and they get an ace to go up 6-3. No touch. Point to Oklahoma.
Texas Tech tried to run their middle right there, which was what they've been working on all season. They had a great pass, a great set. Number 19 for Tech just didn't snap the ball quite enough.
Timeout Texas Tech. See if they can regroup. Sooners up in set 4 here in Lubbock. Back at it here in set 4. And Mackenzie Morgan, short. 10 service errors for Texas Tech, 12 for OU. You've served a good one. Come right to Dotson, and she has the attack error.
Dotson on first set, we saw her hit the ball into the antenna a couple of times right here. She waited on the approach, but nope, she was trying to go for that line shot. Caitlin Dugan gave her a couple of feet open, and she didn't turn the ball enough.
Caitlin Dugan turned to her team and said, let's go.
Clearly a double for Oklahoma. Easy call for the up ref. Oklahoma is a very good first touch team. It was a great pass to the setter, but as you saw, there was some awkward spin on that ball that she tried to give number 13.
So right above the tape. Can Tech take advantage? Yes, Dugan.
Caitlin Dugan having what a night. She is just really coming into her own tonight as a sophomore. She's been fun to watch all season, but man, tonight, she is so confident. Watch this backward set to the right side. Dugan with the hard swing. Perfect spot to the court.
Tooled off the blocks for a kill for Samantha Sanders. Give her 17.
Great play by Samantha Sanders on Texas Tech side right here. She didn't try and do anything shoddy. She saw those hands on the OU side and decided to tool off of them.
Red Raiders trying to claw back here, down 11-8. Sarah Sanders.
Sarah Sanders, one of the players that has played with Samantha Sanders on Texas Tech side. Watch the right side. Big swing, such a high reach, 6-foot-plus player. That's why she's one of the main players in the Big 12 Conference.
36 of the 46 kills belong to Diouf, Dotson, and Maris. Sanders has 5 kills. As Oklahoma tallies another up 5.
It's not the first time we've seen Dotson hit off of her own pass to the setter. She does a great job at staying in the play, meaning she'll pass the ball and get right back to base, ready to get that ball set to her.
Oklahoma's going to get a free ball. Didn't handle it properly, and it cost them.
Oklahoma is usually a very, very good first touch team, but right here we've seen an awkward first touch, little stutter step. Left back for Oklahoma, try to get that ball up, just didn't work out, had the shank.
Well, that got right in the middle, almost a campfire of Red Raiders. Could not get to that one, just found the space.
Yeah, we see a tight ball. Dotson try to tip it over. Good mix-up for Dotson, though. She's been slamming those balls to the Raiders the whole night. Every once in a while, a tip is what really works for you.
And a little change of pace, different look. If Oklahoma wins, we go to 15. Got to win by 2. Tech does not want to get to that point. Come through there.
Now we see Sanders back to the service line, which means, Jeff, one more option for Kirby to set for her hitters. I guarantee we'll be seeing a lot of back row, middle back attacks from Sanders. But Diouf has a back row attack of her own. Such an athletic player. After that ball is passed to setter, she gets right to her base, stops. Look at her stop, number 23 in white, boom. Samantha Sanders was nowhere gonna get that ball up.
Sooners hit percentage all the way up to 310. Again, normally it's 158. As Dotson buries it into the net. Haven't talked a lot about opposition hitting. Texas Tech's opposition hitting number is 263, Oklahoma 257. We've seen some exciting kills, and they just continue to come like a waterfall here. That is 20 for Diouf.
Diouf is an absolute problem. 23 and right here. Watch this high hit. Goes through Alex Kirby's hands. She's just that strong.
Samantha Sanders. Well, we've got a show between Diouf and Samantha Sanders. That's 19 kills for Samantha.
Sanders got killed by Diouf in the back row. Sanders said, I want that ball, Alex Kirby, give it to me. Back row attack. Got the kill off OU's libero. That's some bragging rights right there.
24, the Texas Tech high for Samantha Sanders. The block comes through this time for Dugan.
For those in the gym, at least Jeff and I are here, you could hear 23 yelling for that ball, but straight. Notice how no OU players were there in coverage. Libero, yes, went in, but it was just too late. OU needs some bodies on the ground.
Here it comes for Dugan. Libero of the year, Kinley slides under it. Brooke Canis, one of her few touches. And I think that came back and hit a Red Raider possibly over there.
Brooke Canis getting introduced to the Sooners block. Something you absolutely have to make adjustments to. Brooke Canis, high swing got blocked right down.
Oh, it just landed in. Yep, right back and in. Tony Greystone's not happy, and I'm not sure what happened.
Tony will absolutely fight for his team's points, especially when he is very confident it's theirs. Takes off his mask, goes to the down ref, argues his point. He gets, every once in a while, Jeff, he'll get a little animated, pointing his finger, mask off. He's not happy right now.
Well, was that on a substitution infraction situation where the serve was up? And I'm not sure what the call was, because an extra point went to OU, and they've got the momentum now tracking through this set.
Absolutely they do, and that's what OU wants to do after getting argued against a point they just had. They're going to earn the next one.
Up to 18 for Oklahoma. Good decision by Samantha Sanders. Let it fly by.
Things are definitely getting heated in the gym tonight. Both of these teams just want it so bad. And against Kansas State, we did not see the Texas Tech team we're seeing right now. And it's a whole new team, whole new ball game. Both of these teams are just so, as I mentioned earlier, physical, athletic. Who wants more?
Perfectly placed by Sarah Sanders. Saw that hole in the middle of the Tech defense and found it.
Tip by Sanders. 3 blockers for Texas Tech. Still no one was able to get a hand on that ball. Perfect placement by Sanders for OU.
Heading for Samantha. Got it. 20 kills for Samantha Sanders.
Sanders is absolutely Tech's go-to right now, and Coach Gray Walton warned her team about that. Look at Sanders' high hands right there. She went off the block, got the libero.
Boy, that's great body control by Dotson.
Exactly. Dotson is such a good reader at that ball. She waits, she swings. Yeah, it gets awkward when you're not on sync with your setter. The set's a little awkward. She does a great job at her timing, and she usually still gets the kills off sets like that.
Alcorn's credited with 10 blocks. She got the serve away, but the Red Raiders get the point.
We haven't seen Sanders get blocked in a while. Look at Sanders' big approach on the outside right here, a big swing. She keeps going to that cross shot. Eventually, a system change is going to be made for OU right here against her.
Quick dump works for Kirby.
Oh, athletic. Oklahoma has some big blocks, but Texas Tech is being scrappy tonight. We're seeing a lot of Red Raiders on the floor, a lot of Raiders right at the net, ready for their hitters to get blocked, just to protect them and say, hey, we got this ball, get it back over again.
Dugan puts us back in play. Deep.
Just another free ball for the Sooners from Texas Tech right after the timeout. Timeouts is where you're really iced. I know we've talked about that, but after a timeout, that's the time we have to get the ball, the serve, just over and in.
Skipped off the tape. Sooners turned Samantha Sanders away. Dotson turned back.
Wow.
Great job keeping it alive. Samantha Sanders, try it again. Got it.
Samantha Sanders did an amazing job at staying in that play, and she just had to change things up. She's been going cross shot really hard, and now she's back to serve, and we have Texas Tech's going to have a fourth option hitter with her in the back row.
Brooke Canis is in. She's right at the net. Haven't seen much of Brooke tonight. She's playing in her 71st career match. Solano. Sanders. Oklahoma in the net.
That's a point Texas Tech has to take off and run away with. Brooke Canis right here, set to the outside. Tip right over the net. Dotson just got a little too aggressive close in that block.
Just a tiny piece of it. Yeah, you can tell that was deep. That hurts. Oklahoma 3 points away from sending it to set 5. Looking down on Sinead Dotson. Geyer with the overpass. Tech lucky it didn't get finished. There's the finish, though, from Diouf.
Diouf is being the go-to player for the Sooners right now. Doesn't even matter she's a freshman. You wouldn't know. Give her that ball if you're OU setter.
All right, resetting things. We've got a timeout, Texas Tech. The Red Raiders want. Geyer says, oops, we'll take it.
Geyer said, I meant to do that. I just knew it would work out. Look, Alex Kirby was even like, oh, okay, thank you, Geyer.
The Sooners thought that Tech was going to touch it. Nobody did.
Diouf. We're going to say that all night. It's amazing how short she can hit that ball. Almost hits the 10-foot line when she's doing her full swing and approach. Again, if a blocker's not on her, it's an almost near impossible job to dig that player up.
Set point for Oklahoma. They'll have to go another one as Texas Tech gets the side out. That was Brooke Canis with her first kill of the night.
Brooke Canis set to the outside and left side of your screen right here. Went through OU's hands. You could see that the Sooners weren't really pressing at the net.
Career kill, 6-16 for Brooke. No touch. Tech stays alive.
Diouf hit the ball out as we saw, but man, hearing how hard she hits that. So much power behind that arm.
This is Kirby. There's room. Dugan gets Tech to within 1. Run. Serving to try and get it to 24 apiece. Huge point in this match. Got to go over there. Dugan. Got it. They have tied it up. 24 apiece.
Tonight is Caitlin Dugan's night. Back set to the right side. Dugan has nobody on her. No OU blockers were there. She swung away. She said, that's my set.
Alcorn a little off balance, and Carrington Jones keeps it up. Diouf got the balance and the boom. Back to set point for Oklahoma.
Diouf keeping her team in this set, in this game. And she doesn't even get too high. She doesn't celebrate too hard. She just wants the next point. She wants the next ball. She's not celebrating clearly until this game is won for her, if so.
23 kills. Tech trying to answer. Diouf deep and no touch. Tied again. Mackenzie Morgan coming on to serve for the Red Raiders in the camo grays tonight. We've got a challenge. These two teams have battled here tonight. Mackenzie Morgan. She's coming towards Samantha Sanders. Blocked, but out, and now it's match point.
Sanders with her 22nd kill of the night, leading her team as a senior with one of her last home games to play in that Red Raiders jersey.
22 too shy of her Tech kill high. Brief joust. Samantha Sanders for the win, no. But it's touched, and the Red Raiders win it. Texas Tech comes all the way back and takes the victory. First home win since back in September against West Virginia. And that is one gutsy performance. And Samantha Sanders finishes with 23 kills. And the Red Raiders win it to move to 4-9 on the year. Did not need a fifth set, but it was close.
Okay, so you'll point to okay, cool, okay.
Red Raiders victorious. That's got to feel good. Again, the first time they touched the floor on this COVID-shortened season was against West Virginia on September 24th. Won that 3-0, but then lost to West Virginia, lost to K-State, lost to Baylor. Not tonight. Let's send it to Shelby Coppage with our special guest.
Sam, you beat one of the top blocking teams in the conference. What was the key to getting this